Hello everybody, today is February 26, 2016. Today I'm going to be finishing up chapter 31 of the Psalms. I'm going to do 19 through 24. And so, I'm going to go ahead and let you follow along. It says, "Oh, how abundant is your goodness, which you have stored up for those who fear you, and worked for those who take refuge in you, in the sight of the children of mankind. In the cover of your presence you hide them from the plots of men. You store them in your shelter from the strife of tongues." And then with 21, "Blessed be the Lord, for he has wondrously shown his steadfast love to me when I was in a besieged city. I had said in my alarm, I am cut off from your sight. But you heard the voice of my pleas for mercy when I cried to you for help. Love the Lord, all you his saints. The Lord preserves the faithful, but abundantly repays the one who acts in pride. Be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait for the Lord." So, as we've talked about throughout this whole chapter, David has trusted in God, and trusted in God even with many enemies around him. So now he's telling God of how good he is, and he's praising God, and he's saying that his goodness is stored up for those who fear God. So, if you fear God and have a strong relationship with him, and it's a true fear, it's more of a reverence for him, not just being scared, but like a reverence for God, then he'll give you his goodness. And it says, "And work for those who take refuge in you in the sight of children of mankind." So once again, that theme of taking refuge in God. "In the cover of your presence you hide them from the plots of men, you store them in your shelter from the strife of tongues." So this is about God protecting his people. And then as we go in 21 and 22, "Blessed be the Lord, for he has wondrously shown his steadfast love to me when I was in a besieged city." So, once again, it talks about God's patient and steadfast love, even though David was in, not the safest place. And then 22, "I said in my alarm," or which also translates to, "I have said in my haste, I am cut off from your sight." So at once David felt like he was cut off from God, but then look what he says, "But you heard the voice of my pleas for mercy when I cried to you for help." So he still trusted in God, and God still heard him even through this time. And so this tells of what God has done. And now 23 and 24 is kind of our call to action. "Love the Lord" is what it says, and it says that the Lord preserves or protects the faithful, but abundantly repays the one who acts in pride. So, we have to have faith, and like I said, this chapter was talking about enemies being on every side, but it's important that we love the Lord and have faith in him. And because he says that he abundantly repays the one who does act in pride, so God will repay back just on his time. And there's no better way to end the chapter but to say to be strong and let your heart take courage, all you who wait for the Lord. So, even in the midst of these battles that you're going through, it's important that you have courage and that you trust in God. It takes courage to trust in God, and it takes trust to have courage. So, plus, waiting on the Lord sometimes is a bold move too. So, overall, I just want to encourage you today. Like I said, it all comes down to trusting in God and taking a refuge in him even when the world seems to be crashing around you. So, I'll be starting with 32 tomorrow, and I hope you all have a blessed day.